What's up guys, welcome back to Xyber here, Tech and Games Crusader. We have another unboxing. This is for a updated product that has a few different things about it. We've taken a look at before the KKCOBVR Q2 battery replaceable headset, and as you can see in here, we have a 2600 milliamp per hour 18650 cell on the top and on the bottom. And if you get past the capacity charge of these, you can always replace them with a quality version of the same type. Well, you can also increase the amount of capacity in these with a quality version of the same kind of cells, and that's what this product is. In addition to, I had a slight bit of issue with this not extending out far enough to comfortably be able to use, so they've lengthened for the people like me who are, you know, outliers, the extension on this strap from being, we'll go ahead, you know, give you a measurement of what it is at its furthest point out. 5 1/4 inches. $130mm, well, 133 millimeters. And then, you know, this is their top padding that they have on here, and these I took off of the KKCOBVR M2 Pro just to have something a little bit more substantial at the very edges, so I didn't have this plastic, you know, digging on my scalp, even though I do use a baklava on top of my head whenever I use for VR. So also some other improvements I made is pad from a different strap. That top strap has a padding on it. It works out very well for the length with the KKCOBVR K2 right here. So, taking a look at this, this is the KKCOBVR Q2 battery strap for Quest 2, powered by Nonly. What's different about it, other than the things I mentioned? This is the only way you're going to tell. It's the same exact packaging. 6800 milliamps per hour. So you got 3400 milliamp per hour 18650 cells, 2 of those in this, plus you have a little bit longer, that's not even mentioned on here, of the top strap. Same way as before, it's a very tight fit. All of these are tight fit. People keep calling this a drop ship. This is not a drop ship. The company KKCOBVR, actually produced and designed this, and other people have copied it. They are the originators. There's only one other company right now that has a design like this. I will never be posting links for it because I believe in supporting this company. The only difference is this one has this branding on it, theirs does not. So yeah, same price, so why not get the original quality and pay respects to the people who designed the product. I mean, it looks like the manual is even the same. Yep. So the manual still shows on these battery images here 2600 milliamps per hour, even though this is 3400 milliamps per hour on each one. Now, this has been a standout strap. This has been my main go-to right now for a battery strap, just because these move, so I can put them where I need them, which is usually in this back position. These pads are very, very dense. They do feel like they're covered in some sort of plastic inside, but it's a very supple, very dense pad. The first thing I did whenever I got this out of the box is you want to hold down and press on these for like 30 seconds to a minute so it completely depresses, gets some of that stiffness out. The best design right here for people who have long hair or ponytails, so you have a place for it to go. I do even advise doing that with these, though these will break in over time. You want it to be even more soft, quicker. You can depress these and hold it for a bit. You can see how thin down it gets. We'll do that with this one as well, but I just wanted to show you on this one where it's already open. Also, they have the best design for going over these. It has a top clip on it, and you can just slide it forward, detach it, or you put the top clip over. Yeah, I'll show you. Also, a very solid hinge. This one is not as solid or as stiff as the one that I've been using, the launch version. You can see how solid that is. I like the more solid hinge. I don't like this easy moving hinge. This to me is a downgrade as far as quality. So were it any difference of just the battery capacity, good sounding gear, you cannot easily get it to move. You can feel it. It tension tightens. And locks in where you put it. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's take a measurement here. Okay, so this is the exact same length. So I wonder if they've not yet implemented the longer. No, this is 135, so it is slightly longer. We'll take another measurement off the original. Yeah, it's slightly over 5 1/4. So these are the same length. cable management out of the way. Yeah, so it's actually longer in the original. Wow. So did they shorten it then from the original? If that's the case, then I have no reason to actually use this one more than just replace the batteries out of here. I mean, because I've already got this one nice and customized. By the way, this is on sale. The original 5200 milliamp version is on sale on Amazon right now for $57.99 as of the making of this video, with a $5 off coupon. This one is on sale for, well, normally it's listed for $63.99. For a 6800 milliamp per hour battery is not a bad deal. And in addition to that, I mean, yeah, this is a pretty stiff pad, but hear the sound? That's the plastic matting on the inside of it. Let me get this tapped in. Yeah, that one is really loose. I don't like how loose that one is. Don't like how loose either of those are. I mean, maybe some people gave them hassle about it being too tight. I like the tightness because for an Elite strap, you want something to hold its shape and then not slide down or up so easily. That's the problem I had with the Atacop. That battery strap was horrible because, well, not only did it not have a place for your hair to go in the back, but these were just like nothing to move. But as you can see, this is how it clips on to your connecting arms on your headset. And you can see it has a lip over the front end that you can slide. Over the front, snap it on, slide it back. Snap it on, slide it back. Kind of concerned that this may not fit my head as well now, where that this is not as long as the other. Just go ahead. I mean, it does feel slightly heavier in the back, I guess, from the difference in the batteries. By the way, take a look here, see if this is actually different on the sticker. Yeah, so they did change the sticker here. The back, Q2 model, 6800 milliamp per hour, input DC 5 volt 2 amp max, output DC 5 volt 1 amp 2 amp max. Made in China and ROHS, rid of harmful substances, recyclable. So let's see if they're still pink. Try the bottom one. Break my finger now. They are not pink. These are gray. As you can see, it is still an 18650 style cell. (3,400 milliamps per hour, 3.6 volts, 12.24 watt hours. So, I wish that they would just sell these cells as an upgrade, if that's possible, to just replace the cells, unless they've, you know, changed out some of the circuitry inside of the head strap itself to handle power management better. Got our trusty, never rusty Radio Shack micro driver. That one actually broke. It's okay. I do have the original there. And just so you can see, it's the same kind of battery as on the bottom. I turned these to where I can see that, just so I can be able to do videos, you know, easier for you guys. If you don't know what an 18650 is, it looks like a AA battery on steroids. Looks like a AA alkaline battery on steroids. This is not alkaline. Going from 9.62 watt hours at 3.7 volts. So going up to, or down to 3.6 volts for 12.24 watt hours. Makes you wonder why don't I just go and do this? Change that. I still get my good stiff hinge here. Really good stiff hinge. Because even if I take the batteries out on the back, I don't think it's going to improve this factor. You see how it doesn't hold very well. Yeah, I think it's something to do in here that there's... If there was a screw here or something, it would be easier to tighten, but the way they have this designed, you can see it's a 3-layer piece. You got your outside adjustable part, which is still the same amount of force to move. Your inside middle layer for your actual strap, and your all the way inside front connecting piece. And also right here you can see you have your cable routing in addition to this movable cable clip. It does come in handy. So got the batteries in here. See how it fits Viper, which is my head model, same size as my actual head. Okay, so here's what you can see right off the bat. This is why I added those pads on there. As you can see, there's no padding. I'm going to tighten it down even more just so I can pick them up by the head strap See how there's no padding along the actual edge? So those, if you have an oblong, larger head, will dig into your scalp. Even worse if it's on top, because it presses these pads all the way down on the sides of your head. You can see there's a little bit of air pocket in here from where the foam inside is wrapped in plastic. And without being able to press these pads down like I normally do in the back, you can see that it holds form quite a bit. So if we go ahead and we press these down a couple of times, get those air bubbles out of the plastic covering the foam, it will soften and it will compress better. Do the middle. See, after just that little bit of time, it does have more compression on it for more comfort. What you're also doing is you're loosening up the PU leather that is used here to expand a little bit more with the plastic and foam inside, so it can cover these edges a little bit better. I would rather see that this padding here comes all the way over this edge, enlarged, rather than still having a plastic edge all the way around that your head can still feel. So like back here, I would actually bring these up to where it is a little bit higher, and then on this one I would bring it up like this. Just to have more padding in the back, and also a little bit better counterbalance as well, because that nobody wants a soggy headset, or a saggy headset rather. Even if I clamp it all the way down, still does that. Just to show you the difference of head size. That's usually where I wear my headset. But if you want, you can see now, you are depressing this foam to where you can actually have a channel. If you have long hair, a ponytail, a place for it to come out. Let's take a look at the accessories here. This is not a braided strap. This is like a felt Velcro, but it's not braided. It is better than the 2-layer vinyl with Velcro on it, but it's not as good as a padded top strap like I've been using. If we take a look at it though, you know, here's the strap I've been using. If this had a pad on it, an actual PU leather pad on it, that would make this strap that comes with the head strap a lot better, and to offset some of the need of these edge cushions that I've added on. As you can see, with the way that I am making use of the K2 from KKCOBVR, this is wide enough, but the only thing missing is there's no padding on this. If this had padding on it, it'd be much better. The best thing about their head strap is you don't need a top strap. But when you add one, having the offset here of the higher point of attachment means that you have less face pressure, because your balance point is going to change the higher up you have your facial interface top strap attachment. That's why you get a little bit better whenever you use the HTC Deluxe audio strap. Over the stock low point of mounting with just your standard facial interface down here coming back. That puts more pressure at the bridge of your face, across your bridge of your nose and your cheekbones, depending on how you have your head strap sitting, than this solution. I always put these back like this because it's better to have something cuffing the back of your head when you're using something that already has a top halo-like pad for a higher mounting point. And of course, just like the other strap, you got your on-off button. Here's where you charge your head strap batteries, and this is where you go out with the included replaceable USB-A to USB-C, both 90-degree connector cable. Goes in like so. You have this, which is a moving point of your cable routing. What I like to do, take this end here, go like there, and then push this down through here. Keeps everything out of the way. But you know, as you can see right now, I'm using a magnetic solution because I use other things on my head strap now to be able to use wireless headphones and some other stuff, which I've got this kit here of 3 of these dongles. This is what they look like. $100-watt connection. Reason for that is the adapter that I keep on the end of the head strap. That lets me have a dongle that comes out of here, comes up to here, have a USB-A, a USB-C, that I can then be able to plug this into the USB-C, and the USB-A I can put a dongle here out of to be able to use with pulse modulation for heart rate, can be able to use for wireless headphones, can be able to use for a zero latency wireless project that I'm working on for these, and also for anything else I want to plug in. If I want to plug in something that's USB, it's a dongle. You can use Ant Plus, you can use any kind of your Pro Tube and all that stuff. So Also, you can be able to run a splitter so you can power from here as well while you're powering your headset. That's the one thing that this is missing that I love having on the VR Power 2. You have your main headset power, 3 amp. You have a 1 amp accessory power connection. Then you have your output charging, 3 amp. So if this had, one of two things. I would see either a back of the head strap relocation of the 3.5 millimeter jack, so you have a shorter cable that's not intrusive for fitness VR that can get snagged or anything by your hands or your controllers. If it had that, if it had a USB Type-C somewhere over here maybe, then those are two things for having a USB Type-C 1 amp for accessory charging like your K2 or the monstrosities that I use of Creation. Got my look mod here, goes on the front of the headset. Trying to implement this into its own VR shell with media function and features, and also fan cooling, because you do have vents on the back of this that you can still be able to get cooling through this from, of course, right now what I've been using is one of these in the center, but I'm thinking about getting 2 of them to use in the white variant that's currently on sale on Amazon for $30 over the weekend. So having 2 of these, one behind this lens, one behind that lens, being able to get a Y cable to connect the 2 for power, or a tri cable, so I can also power here because I've disconnected this battery just so I don't have anything chance of blowing up in my face. Then having that implemented into a VR shell front cover that goes over these connecting arms, slides over top of it like the Takeo, but has the cover for the shell attached to it, so you slide it on like this. Doesn't intrude on this being able to fit as it needs to, because all current VR shells connect to the edge, back edge of the top and bottom of your headset. So if you have one that connects over these side covers, rather than just including, oh, let's just give some accent covers to put over these, makes it functional, and it's a mechanical connection. So especially if you have, like, you slide it on and then you have a buckle or a strap that comes over the back side, even Velcro even, that goes over the back side, snaps or closes over it. That way it can't be pulled off of the front, because then that Velcro that's blocking is behind the connecting arm hinge, so it can't pass that. And this is the adapter that I make use of. Just like that. So what that gives me, as you can see, USB 3 and USB 3.1 as standard. You got power there. We are now charging the headset because your lights are on. To turn it off, you hold for 3 seconds. And hooked it so it doesn't keep on trying to stay on, but you hold it You don't hold it, sorry, confused it with another head strap, you double tap. So on is 1 tap, 2 taps is off. As you can see, I mean, right now, as far as I can tell, until we get a couple of other improved battery straps that have been in the head strap space that I've been using since the beginning, if you have already a K2 and a Q2 and you have a larger head, I would just see about getting the batteries, just because this hinge is not as sturdy as the original. I mean, that's holding on one side and you can see it's barely moving. I'll hold both sides. That's that. So, for the price though, if you see both of these, Q2 5200 milliamp per hour and this Q2 6800, I would get the 6800 just because of the larger battery capacity. It looks to be a little bit cleaner adjustment hinge for being able to, get things to go through. Like, I've worked this thing in a lot. You can hear how loud it is because 2 reasons. These are uncovered, so you can hear more of the gear back here. And also, this is a very stiff turning point. Like, you can see effort wise, the tension, this is a lot harder to turn. This is a lot easier to turn. I personally, for my use, I like things that are harder to turn, harder to move. Because it's more satisfying and it gives me the sense of quality over just, what some people call this as a drop ship. It's not a drop ship. Just because it comes from China does not mean it's a drop ship. Always remember that. Considering that, probably more than 88% of the world's electronics come from Asia and China, Hong Kong, Shanghai area. Because deals are made and companies buy out factories to produce things at the same location, that's why you would call something, that derogatory term of drop ship does not hold true to every single product that comes from China. This to me is a better design than the KKCOBVR M1 Pro, hands down. I don't care about the magnetic infinity battery. It's nice and everything, but I've shown that thing will detach, fly off with very little effort because this top strap on the back of it is held on by Velcro. And I don't mean Velcro through a loop. I mean Velcro through the holding of the back of a pad. That's a poor design choice. There's no mechanical connection. This is a much better design choice. So yeah, let's go ahead Let's get these 18650 cells out of here, the 2600 milliamp per hour. And let's see if we can get these swapped in for that's the other reason I don't like a easy to turn gear. It'll go in, excuse me, really easily, but will not pull out very easily. So there you go. You can see that. Just in case you guys want to try and find these for yourself to replace in your head strap, and you can't just get the company to send you replacement upgrades. By the way, KKCOBVR is a very helpful company as far as contacting them. They're always pleasant to speak with, and they are always listening to feedback. Genuine feedback, and not just, oh, you should do this just because it'll make it cool. You know, functional, genuine feedback. They're always listening. So, let's go ahead and replace these. Got one in. Two in. Let's turn this off because I don't need it doing different things. Well, here's the 6800 milliamp per hour cover. I'm putting on the original 5200 milliamp per hour. Well, I'm going to try to anyways. They actually make it where it cannot go on the other cover? Or am I just having a cognitive concern time right now? Alright, so this is the one that came on this one on the top. No, it should go. It really should. So, let's try this with the top here. Top one works great. Maybe I just need to lay it flat. And of course, turn it around the right way. Alright. These are user replaceable, but that doesn't mean you want to go and start removing things just to not run into this issue. And it could be just because I'm trying to look at it through my viewfinder, I'm missing something. But rather make sure. Yeah, that one just goes on. Weird. Oh, that's what's different. So the 5200 milliamp per hour has a reinforced clip here that this one does not have as much. You can see this is a full ledge, and this has holes in it, which is why the other one broke so easily. You can see right there. Alright, so I will give this feedback right now. This needs to be designed like this, just for the sake of this testing process. Because otherwise, yeah, you can put the 5200 milliamp per hour cover on, but it doesn't reflect what's actually in it. Give me a moment, guys. I want to look at it not through the viewfinder, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So here's the problem. Here's the 5200 milliamp per hour cover. Will not go on. Here's the reason why. The original 5200 milliamp per hour battery covers can go on the new one, but the new ones can't go on the old ones. As you can see, difference in the width. See the inside is longer on the 6800 milliamp per hours. So let that be a word of warning. Don't try this, because if we take a look here, you have longer inserts here that can accommodate either for the original or the new. Europe. Alright, had to pick this up. Dropped it. So 6800 milliamp per hour without modification, cutting these tabs here to not be as wide will not fit in the original cover. So there are some small modifications made to this design, more than just cosmetically changing the batteries and a looser hinge. Having this original that doesn't just squeeze in together. There's also the other thing I need to check as well to see if materials have changed that may not be as robust as the original, which is my flex test, of course. Don't need this plugged in for stress test, flex test, twist test, and all that. So getting it out of the way. Definitely don't need the headset attached. Alright, so here's my typical take that adjustment out of the way. Knee tried to buckle on me. Is it possible that actually makes the hinge stronger? Is that why all the flexing I did on the original strap made it so much stronger? See, unlike the Atacop and the others that have this hollow point with the gear teeth exposed, you have more stability having a solid band. Yeah, I do need to give this a full press though, just the full minute hold on it. Probably take some wraps and keep it compressed for a couple of minutes just to make it loosen up and everything. But holy crap, actually feels tighter now. These don't move any tighter or more compactly, but yeah, no, it was an illusion. It doesn't stay as tight. So just like everything else that I get in for testing, I'll take the bits that work for what I need and improve on my current strap configuration, being out of this one, the batteries. And I will stick with my original here, just because of the stiffer hinge that I really enjoy and works out to my benefit. And this is how you make sure that this head strap can fit in any case. If it fits for a official elite strap, it'll fit for this, because these are fully adjustable and don't require everything to stay in one spot. All right, let's go ahead and put this on. Easiest head strap to really put on as well. So you just put it over the front edge, past the front edge, snap it, pull it back. This is why I like this version a lot better. You need even more stability? Yeah, put these on the back if you have a smaller head. That'll really make it stable. But as you can see, it's holding quite a bit of the weight of all of this, which exceeds the weight of the back. And if I extend it out, all the way, still holding. Same amount of movement from the hinge. That's what you want. In addition to, you know, not Kiwi Designs this, that only goes that way. But you can go this way, you can go that way. If you want to store it, you can just store it like that. on a dock. Let me take out this to put back in their box here. Get my pad here. But yeah, this is one way you can stiffen the hinge a bit. Because if you put these top extensions on the side, that'll actually, and you can even put them a little bit lower than, so you have padding there. It does stiffen it a bit. I mean, granted, it's not very weighted right now because I've taken the batteries out, but yeah. This can be had from Amazon for as cheap as I've seen as $47 at times, and it's an excellent strap. Very durable, very comfortable, very versatile, very user-friendly as far as the modifications can be made to improve it however you see fit, with larger battery capacity, a matching interface from the same company that eliminates the need for a halo pad or halo style strap, with the support of an elite strap. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. I'll have links to the products in the description. And congrats to the channel and those in the community who have helped me surpass 500 subscribers. Once we reach 2,500 followers on Twitter, I will commence with the giveaways. And there's quite a few, trust me. A lot. But you know, if you want to subscribe to the channel, consider doing so to know when I have new content going live. Right now my health is taking priority over a lot of things, so I can't do a whole lot at the moment. I just started a new trial treatment for my blood disease, so it's taking a lot of my energy, my focus, and everything else. So, but if you like the video, like the content, consider giving a thumbs up. If you want to know where I have new content or new products coming in that may be potential future content, mods, collabs, or other, consider following me on Twitter at Xyber. This is also how you will be eligible for the giveaways, as being a follower and subscriber of the channel. So thanks much guys for watching. Xyber, your Tech and Games Crusader. Hope you guys have a good night, good day, take care. We'll see you later.